I'm Captain Chris Staudinger.
And I'm Tawny Clark.
And we are
Captain and Clark.
Well, as you know, TBEX is just right around the corner, my friend.
Travel Bloggers Exchange, for those of you that don't know.
And who doesn't know? Well, that would have been us last year. Actually.
Okay, yeah, so last year was our very first TBEX, and so, you know, we're kind of pros in being new to TBEX.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And we learned a lot. And we know that people are preparing for TBEX this year, so we wanted to kind of share what we learned last year.
So here's our hot tips and tricks for preparing for TBEX.
Okay. So I think the #1 thing that was most shocking to us last year is that a lot of people don't look like their Twitter pictures.
Nobody looks like their Twitter picture.
Well, they could be like 50 pounds heavier, 50 pounds lighter, 50 years older, 50 years younger, 50 shades of gray. Why do you do that?
I don't, it's very deceptive. It's like online dating.
We were catfished.
We were catfished.
And it works both ways. Sometimes people look worse than they do in their Twitter pictures.
But sometimes people look better than they do in their Twitter pictures.
And that happens as well.
So be prepared to not use Twitter as a reference.
Or any pictures that they might have on their blog.
Using Twitter pictures to find people is like using road maps from the 1800s to find your way to Milwaukee.
Nope. Just to clear up any confusion you might have, we don't really look like this all the time, so maybe after a night of partying at TBEX, we'll look more like this. There you go.
In the vast safari that is TBEX, you're going to encounter wild game like PR people or, I don't know, tourism boards members you actually want to talk to and have remember you.
And you want to get out your business card. But last year, I swear, there was a guy that was like flipping business cards at people.
Oh, like a ninja.
Yeah, he didn't even introduce himself. He would just flip them. This is how TBEX is. You are treated like a stripper that only accepts business cards.
Yes, you are. You really are.
So instead of being awkward and maybe a little scary, we've got some tips for you on how to get your business card out in a clever way.
Hey, funny thing I wanted to show you recently was actually right there behind your ear. Have you been to Jordan?
Hey! Oh, you just have a little, what is this? $20 in my business card. I'll keep this one, you can take that one. Hey, it's just, tripped over my 14,000 Twitter followers and 5,000 Facebook fans, but have you been to Jordan?
While at TBEX, you're going to find the moment when somebody approaches you and you have no idea who they are. So, in order to wade through that murky mire of not knowing who someone is but not letting on, here are our tips. Hey! Oh my gosh, how are you? Your last post.
I have no idea who he is. Was he Nomadic Matt? Nomadic Sam? Nomadic John?
I know,
but I can't remember.
Well, I don't have to tell you, but yeah.
So one way to narrow in on who a travel blogger is to ask where they've been recently and if you've heard about it. I mean, where were you last?
A little bit of here and there. I mean, similar to yourself, I kind of like to spread it out around places, so you know.
If that falls through, just ask how they came up with their blogging name. And I mean, I love your blog's name. How did you come up with that?
My name's Chris and I travel, so Chris travels.
Okay, have you been to Jordan? And last, you are gonna come across people that you might know and you might not necessarily like the stuff that they do, but you don't wanna lie. So we've got some ideas on how to speak your truth but also be kind.
One of my favorite methods is to say, you were really out there.
You were. I saw your blog and you were traveling.
Oh man, you were just like
and they traveled.
Like, it was like wow. Yeah. Also, coincidentally, now you know if we're talking to you at TBEX and we say anything like that. Oh God, Ashley, take this part out. So, once again, I'm Captain Chris Staudinger.
And I'm Tawny Clark.
Reminding you to be safe and stay protected at TBEX. Seriously, travel bloggers are like bunnies.
And they like to drink.
Drinking bunnies.